Today, we're going back to court where someone is getting punished for check fraud and other money-related crimes. If you didn't know, I always record the intro and ending after watching the video, so I can tell you what to expect. And trust me, this episode is a crazy one. We're going to learn a few important lessons in this video.
Thank you, Your Honor. May it please the court, I'm going to be brief. I know we had discussions in chambers. Mr. Brzezowski has a very long record. He's not proud of it. I've had numerous conversations with him over the past couple months.
When your lawyer starts by saying, yeah, he has a long rap sheet, Your Honor, and we're not proud of it. Personally, I already know I'm finished right then and there. But before we go any further, let me do a quick courtroom breakdown. Never in my wildest dreams did I expect to see Egyptian driftwood in a courtroom. Like, seriously, straight out of ancient times when the Nile flowed through the pyramids. And to match that with Roblox birchwood, whoever designed that was clearly living on the edge. Then there's the 1980s casino-style carpet, that weird green color that somehow makes you feel calm, no matter how bad things are going. As for technology, not much happening here. And someone, please, get the court stenographer a bigger desk. A 50-inch Tesla TV has more workspace than that.
He's not proud of it. I've had numerous conversations with him over the past couple months. He stood up, took responsibility for this case early on. He is here today to beg the court. He's here hat in hand for the court to consider giving him an opportunity at community control and possibly chance to go back into a treatment. There is a bed waiting for him at the Matt Talbot Center in the Cleveland area. While this case has been going on separately, there's been cases out of Cuyahoga County that he's pled to, and through those cases, he was referred to the Matt Talbot Center, and then he's been in our county jail, so he hasn't started his treatment there. But, Your Honor, he's got a history of various offenses, but specifically here with
white-collar crimes. Man, let me tell you, like I've been saying since day one on this channel, you're gonna get slammed. And not just with time, you'll be buried under a mountain of probation too. So don't mess around with checks, credit cards, and that kind of fraud. I promise you, it's only a matter of time before it all catches up to you.
Checks, cashing them for the money. He was doing it in this case. He was doing it in Cuyahoga County. Mr. Brzezowski has a drug problem. I know he told probation in this case that for this matter, he used the money to buy and earn, Your Honor, but he also in the past has used money to purchase drugs. I'm asking the court, these are nonviolent offenses. He is remorseful. Again, he's taking responsibility. I'm asking the court to please consider placing him on a community control sanction, giving him an opportunity to go to Matt Talbot and put the ball in his court, Your Honor. If he doesn't follow through, and I know it's his promising, I know he's had probation violations in the past, but if he doesn't follow through, then he knows that he's got up to 2 years hanging over his head here. So I'm asking this court to give him an opportunity to show this court that he is serious this time, that he wants to turn his life around and hopefully sober up. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Brzezowski.
That was good. That was good. That was a good turning.
Your Honor, I just, like Mr. Watson said, I ain't proud of my record.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither.
I've been struggling my whole life with a drug addiction.
I could tell.
I've been on, just placed in situations that I had some control over and made terrible decisions. I was also placed in situations I had no control over and made good decisions. And this one is just another opportunity, Your Honor. I'd like to show you that I can be probationable and I can be monitored. I can succeed, and I will, and I can sober up.
Then why haven't you?
Ooh.
If you can do all that, why haven't you done it?
I've still been hanging on to records of my past. in which I've made an attempt, and actually I've cut 2 people out of my life since I've been in this county. Actually, in Cuyahoga also, I haven't contacted the woman I was involved with. I haven't contacted her.
Who's that?
That was Lori Wood.
How'd you get involved in this scam with these checks?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I found a bag on a job site with a checkbook in it.
What job site?
It was I forget where I was at. I think it was like in Middleburg Heights or somewhere, Wycliffe or some. It was a commercial. It was a commercial job site.
Who were you working for?
I was working for Novak's at the time.
Oh man, this guy is digging his own grave right now. The judge is over there writing everything down, taking notes like a detective. He probably hasn't even been charged for some of the stuff he's talking about. But now that he's naming locations and explaining how it all happened, they could easily connect the dots. Match it with a police report, and boom, new charges incoming that I don't know, man. But this is not how you play it in court.
Novak's at the time.
What's Novak's?
It's a painting company. The union that I was laid off because of my drug problem.
So you're working at this job site in, where'd you say, Fairview?
I believe it was Wycliffe. I think, I'm not sure.
Didn't you say?
I found the bag. I found a duffel bag, backpack.
Didn't you
and
say
it had a
Fairview
checkbook in it.
First time?
Excuse me?
Didn't you say Fairview the first time?
No.
I believe you said Middleburg Heights, Your Honor.
Middleburg Heights, and then now it's Wycliffe.
I'm not sure where it was, Your Honor.
Okay, so what did you find?
I found a duffel bag, a backpack with a checkbook in it, and the job site was empty because we're the last ones on the job.
See, you can never trust a scammer. Not once, not ever in your life. If a dude has any kind of shady, scamming type history. Bro, I'm out. I'd rather trust someone with a violent record before I put my faith in a scammer. At least with them, you know what you're dealing with. But scammers? Sneaky, fake, always plotting. Nah, I'm good.
So it was basically just in a pile of sweaters and jackets. So I kept it. I kept the backpack. I kept it in the vehicle for a while. I probably sat on it a couple months, and rummaging through my stuff, I found it.
Lie.
Basically, I was, at that time using. I had been released from jail, I believe.
So,
and I went back to the woman I told you about, to that house.
Yeah, this guy's all over the
what
place.
house?
To my address that I had.
Right.
And this, like I said, I haven't made no attempts.
So you.
The heck was that? Was that a Roblox skin?
I got talked into signing the check.
I got talked into it. God.
And I didn't realize the severity of the situation.
Oh yeah, come on.
I thought it would go against
You've been in enough trouble
collection.
for drugs and thieving that you knew exactly what the hell was going on.
I didn't realize the severity of the felony.
He's
done.
done.
I thought it was going to go against my collection or credit report. I wasn't that smart to know that I was
thiever.
committing
So you're either in Middleburg Heights or Wycliffe, and you find this duffel bag full of checks of a company that's in Willoughby, right?
I don't know where the company's at. I can't even remember what check.
Look, now that I really think about it, Your Honor, I'm not even sure what state I was in, or what company I was working for. As a matter of fact, I might have just been dreaming the whole thing. Smiling face with open mouth and cold sweat.
And then the duffel bag sat in the car for a while?
Yeah.
Months?
Yeah, that was
About a month or so.
And then you decide to do what? To take one of these checks? What did you do?
Yeah, I took one of the checks and signed it and made a withdrawal.
What do you mean you signed it? It was a blank check, right?
I put my name on it.
I love that
Signed it
movie.
to me.
So you signed it, paid to the order of you, filled in $2,000, and then what'd you do? Sign the bottom of the check then?
Yeah, I believe so.
And
This is so long ago.
who's Dusty Mays?
I have no idea.
Uh-oh,
I have no
Dusty?
idea.
I know who that guy is.
Where's Ace Cash Express?
Oh, no.
I'm not sure, but he definitely took a deep breath with that one. As soon as he mentioned shut cash in place, you know he was thinking, yeah, I've been there like 50 times. Grimacing face in the judge, probably thinking, please, let's not go down that rabbit hole. Too late now, though.
Who's Constance Wagner?
You don't
I
know.
believe that was probably another check I wrote.
Okay. Well, who's Constance Wagner?
I have no idea.
Not good.
Why did you make out a check to Constance Wagner?
I was using the money to get the drugs, Your Honor.
I know. Why Constance Wagner?
I'm not sure, Your Honor.
Okay. Why don't you have a discussion with him, and he can decide if he wants to keep lying to me,
I mean, I don't know those.
or
He is done.
if he wants to be straight with me. Okay.
Understood, Your Honor. All Ron wants is the truth.
All he wants is the truth, he said.
Who's Constance Wagner?
Uh-oh. Here we go again.
I believe that was the name on one of the checks that I cashed, Your Honor.
Right. So when you went to the bank, or when you went to wherever you went, and you presented a check made out to Constance Wagner, I assume they asked you, are you Constance Wagner?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes,
And you
they
said,
did.
yes, I'm Constance Wagner?
Yes.
Why didn't you make the check out to like a male so they could probably see you're not a female when you walked in with the check?
Well, like I said, Your Honor, I wasn't in no shape or form. I was under the influence of drugs. I didn't even know where this took place. I forgot all about that incident. Also, it's like I said, but I totally forgot.
Yeah, I ain't going for that.
I'm not trying to lie. I just didn't remember, Your Honor.
It just seems curious to me that you wrote out checks to two females, presented the checks to cash. Did you cash any of the checks?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'd probably if I had
the
this
judge
case,
is done with this
I'm sure
guy.
they went through then.
You mean, so what you're telling me, you've done this so many times that you can't remember this one?
No, Your Honor, it's been quite some time that has passed, and I apologize.
It was a year ago. Okay. So you had these checks in your possession for a month, at least a month, right?
Yes.
It went from several months to a month. And
Yeah, he just forgot, Your Honor.
And I know about the tech company is the checks that I had in my possession.
right, that you found at some
During the course of me.
some building that was not in use when you
Duffel
were on a
bag.
painting job.
Duffel bag, pile of jackets.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So presumably TKR Tech, whose checks they were, had been out a bunch of checks for at least a month, up to several months, and didn't report it until the day you walked in to try to cash it on July 20th of 23. That seems unlikely to me, that they would just be missing checks and not know they're missing
Well,
checks.
I believe that the people at the check cashing place knew that I wasn't who I was saying I was.
I mean, they got clued in that you weren't Dusty Mays?
Sure.
Imagine that.
Yeah. He don't look like a Dusty to me, Your
So
Honor. He
so
looks
you
dusty, but...
You were doing this completely on your own. Is that right?
No, Your Honor.
No.
No, I mean, I was being driven. I had somebody drive me.
Who?
A friend.
Who?
Antonio Harris.
Who's Antonio Harris?
No!
He was the one that took me to the check cashing place.
I know, but he didn't just pluck you out of thin air and drive you to the check cashing place. So who is Antonio Harris?
He was somebody that I was in contact with that showed me where to cash the check.
Okay.
How
were you in contact with him?
to a drug dealer.
When did you get in contact with them?
Prior that month.
Okay. When
This guy here.
when you found the
Probably
checks?
probably a week before I cashed it.
Okay.
Probably a week or so before I attempted to cash it.
All right, well, so what'd you tell Antonio?
I can already see the title now. Snitch gets sentenced to prison. Yep, that's the one. Antonio, or was it Harris? My bad if that's not his last name. And Dusty Hayes, I swear, I think I grew up with these dudes. Back near the projects on Sparrow Road. But listen, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm making this situation sound a bit comical. But this is serious. In a lot of states, once you're around other inmates, and they find out you're talking like this, your life could really be in danger. It happens every single day, especially if you're tied to any kind of organization. This isn't a joke behind those walls.
Cash before I attempted to cash it.
All right, well, so what'd you tell Antonio?
I'd give him money if he drove me. He told me I would be able to cash him there.
So Antonio's the one that directed it to Ace Cash Express?
Yeah. I didn't have a vehicle.
Okay. Where is Ace Cash Express?
I'm not sure.
I've been to so
Is
many.
it in Ohio somewhere?
Yes, yeah.
Is it in Cleveland
It's in
somewhere?
Cuyahoga, probably, or Painesville out here. I'm not sure.
Do you have any idea, Jamie, where Ace Cash Express is?
I do not.
Yeah, I think I've used that place a couple times out here in Chattanooga. You know?
Could be Mayfield.
So first you went to 185th, right? You know, this...
I don't remember the sequence, John, and how it went. I really don't. I know is I made one horrible decision after another.
Right.
I got involved with somebody that I had no business dealing with.
Uh-oh.
Who?
Mr. Harris. Who led me to believe that it would be simple and easy and none of this would happen where I am today.
Oh, man, he's really breaking it down now.
Me being strung out on drugs and desperate like I was. I wasn't making.
You didn't cash a check to get money for drugs, did you?
One of the checks, yes.
I thought you cashed it to get an earn.
I used some of the money, yes.
Out looking good, man. Out looking good. Man.
My granddaughter at the time during this had passed away. And what led me to come across was I was digging around and I found that checkbook. And I found the checkbook. And I asked how I could get money out of this, who would be able to help me with these checks. And I was led to Mr. Harris.
Mr. Anthony came
and
strolling
I cashed
around.
several checks.
Look, bro, this is how you do it. Just walk in calm. Hand the paper to them, and they'll give you some cash back. You'll be high in no time. That's the kind of reckless advice that lands people in handcuffs real quick. But to them, it's just another easy move. Grimacing face.
Checks weren't found by you in a backpack in a building that was unoccupied. These checks were taken from the business. 3 checks were taken from the business. Care to elaborate how they were taken from the business?
That I don't know. That I don't know, Your Honor. I did find the tech company checks. I did find those. The other ones were given to me.
By who?
Mr. Harris, with the attempt of cashing them.
Judge slammed the glasses?
So
I didn't steal the checks from no company or no.
So now we go from you found them in a backpack in a building that wasn't occupied that you were working at, kept them for a month to several months in the car, and then decided to cash them and called Harris to find out where you could cash them. Now you just found one of them, and Harris gave you the other 2.
Yeah, I had the tech companies, and that's how I was led to Mr. Harris.
Wow.
Because that's what he was into.
What?
I had the company, the tech company, the TKR tech company. I had that checkbook. I wasn't sure on how to write checks or how to get money or where to go.
You had a checkbook. Is that what you said?
Yes.
There were 3 checks.
This is unreal.
Checks, Your Honor.
Unreal.
Jesus.
Unreal. He's insulting your intelligence, Your Honor.
Making the attempt of the TKR tech companies. That's how I was led to do it again.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Me either.
I found somebody that could help me cash the check.
Mm-hmm.
The tech company. And show me where to go to cash it. And how to cash it.
What do you mean the tech company? You found
and how to write the check.
So how did you know Harris had 2 checks from TK?
I didn't.
You didn't. It was just a coincidence that you found some and then he had some?
No, it was. I was given his phone number because that's
by who?
By my dealer.
By your dealer. How did your dealer know to give you Harris's phone number?
Because that's what the guy's into, I guess, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, what did you discuss with your drug dealer?
I asked him. I said I tried to write checks. I said I have a checkbook. I don't know how to get the money out of this company. Where could I cash the check? Wow. He told me to go to a check cashing spot, or I didn't have a vehicle. And I said, well, who? You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
We don't know what you mean.
He gave me this guy's number to call him for a ride. And I gave him a ride, and this is what the guy was into.
And Harris,
since I was so willing to cash
Harris just happened to have 2 of these checks himself from TKR. You haven't said one honest thing to me since I walked in here.
No, yeah.
Your story has changed so many times you can't keep your lies straight.
No, yeah. He's a chameleon, Your Honor. Scammer. Smoke.
I know who Dusty Mays is. Okay? You profess not to know who Dusty Mays is.
Who is he?
You made a check out to Wagner? You did make a check out to Wagner. Harris had 2 of these checks somehow, and you just hooked up with him through a drug dealer. Man, this is one of the single worst stories I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I mean, through this, Your Honor, I am confused about these dates and these checks. I know the constants. I don't remember exactly on what order that? I tried to cash these checks in, or if I even did cash the checks.
If you're making up a name, somebody to cash a check, Constance Wagner, Waggoner, is a strange name to make up.
Those checks were already made and given to me to cash.
By who?
By Mr. Harris.
You told me that you found them.
I found the TKR tech companies. I found 1 checkbook. That's how I got involved with this guy to begin with.
Did you give him the checkbook?
I did give him the checkbook.
This is a fluid story.
It's hogwash.
I attempted to cash the checks, and I don't even remember if the checks were cashed.
So Harris wrote Dusty Mays on it?
I don't even remember writing that, Your Honor.
No, I asked you, did Harris write Dusty Mays? You said Harris filled them out.
Yes, he had.
He wrote Dusty Mays on it?
Yes,
he wrote Constance Wagner on it?
Yes.
Wow. Were you dressed up like in a wig or something that you appeared to be a female?
No, I was given a fake ID, paperwork.
A fake ID of females?
Fake ID?
No, it was just my face on it.
Oh my God!
Your face on an ID that had Constance Wagner's name on it, and Dusty Mays' name on it.
The Dusty Mays I don't remember.
My guess is you were involved with some females to try to get these checks cashed, and it didn't work.
Good guess.
That somebody took them from TKR, not found in a backpack, in a building.
Yeah.
In Middleburg Heights or Wickliffe. Cleveland Heights, 185th, Ace Cash Express. You're all over the place.
I'm just asking, Your Honor, please give me a chance.
Chance of what?
No, wait, no chance in hell.
Chance of proving myself.
Oh, sir, you can't even tell the truth.
I apologize for this. They said it was one bad decision after another. I can't even remember. I don't know how I even got involved with these people. I'm not putting nobody else here for. I'm the only one sitting here facing this, and they're all doing whatever they're doing.
Oh man, this guy here is a piece of
And through my ignorance and foolish belief that it wasn't as big of a deal as it was, is got me here. Please, Your Honor, I just apologize. I just want to apologize, man. I'm not trying to lie to you.
I'm not trying to.
It's
just how
the way everything's
born.
coming out. It's just I don't understand it anymore. I don't understand what I did first, what I did last, how it was written, if one was cashed or if it wasn't. And I don't want to go to jail, man.
Yeah, you've been in a lot of trouble doing all similar stuff for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Ms. Gold?
Thank you, Your Honor. The state is asking for a prison sentence. The state does not believe that the defendant is amenable to community control sanctions. He has gone to prison in the past, and on his multiple cases that he has been on community control for, he has had community control violations, including as recently as September of this year for a case that is almost identical to this case, where in January the defendant was convicted of identity fraud and forgery in Cuyahoga County and missed repeated probation appointments. Based on the conduct and the continued conduct in this case and in his other cases, the state believes that prison is the appropriate sentence here. Thank you.
Prison.
All right, I've reviewed the pre-sentence report.
Pre-sentence report says 20 lives.
And the drug and alcohol evaluation. I've listened to Mr. Brzezowski, listened to counsel. And clearly not one thing you've said has been true.
Ooh, yeah, he's done for.
And you're very experienced at this. And you've been to prison a number of times. So what you attribute as a failed memory because you were high doesn't work.
Please, Your Honor.
You're a lousy probationer. You don't do what you're supposed to do because you don't want to do what you're supposed to do. You're doing the same thing in Cuyahoga County.
A lousy probationer.
You completely made up a story where these checks came from, how they came to be cashed. Count one, I'm going to sentence you to 12 months in prison. Count four, 12 months in prison. They'll be concurrent to one another with credit for 48 days and the costs. When you get out, you might be on post-release control for up to 2 years under the parole authority with conditions. If you violate the conditions, they could send you back to prison for up to 9 months for each violation, up to 1/2 of my sentence. If your violation is a new felony, you could get an additional consecutive prison sentence for the violation of 12 months or the time left under post-release control, whichever is more. Remaining counts are dismissed. Anything else, Ms. Gold?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Watson?
No, Your Honor.